The Flow Sports Radio.
Matthew Shack, Flow Sports Radio Show. Y'all know what it is. We're going to go ahead and do this on the road edition. Get right into it. You know what I'm saying? Talk about what's been happening over the past week with the NBA. We're going to talk about this Keith Thurman and Danny Garcia fight. We're going to talk about some of these other things that's going on. We're going to jump right into it. First thing we want to talk about is the NBA. And last night, Andrew Bogut, who just had his debut with the Cleveland Cavaliers, wound up getting hurt in the first 58 seconds of the game and out with a broken tibia, man. And this follows up him being acquired along with Darren Williams as the last final two pieces that was needed in LeBron's estimation to have them be ready to defend their title. And I want to talk about that. I want to talk about how I'm seeing a lot of Golden State Warrior fans laughing and thinking it's funny. But it wasn't so funny last week when Kevin Durant got hurt and his knee and his bone bruise inside of his knee, and also the hyperextension that he had, and Cavs fans was laughing. So turnabout is fair play in regards to that. We're going to go ahead and break down the whole situation with Bogut. Situation with Bogut is that he was going to be a situational player at best. He's just there as an insurance policy. He wasn't going to get a lot of minutes because Timothy Mozgov last year, he only played like about 3 games where he had in the finals that he had over 10 minutes of play. So there was a lot of do not play and coaching decisions in regards to him. So Bogut was just pretty much an insurance policy. In regards to Kevin Durant, he's the second best player in the world. So I would advise Cavalier fans and Warrior fans alike to not take too much solace and too much entertainment out of players getting hurt on both sides, because injuries are a part of the game, and you don't want the injuries to continue because you're walking around laughing at the next guy. I think it ain't even Steven, to say the least. I think Durant will be back by playoffs, and I think Bogut will be back by the playoffs, but I think that he won't be with the Cleveland Cavaliers. I think they're going to go ahead and cut bait with him, cut him. They already on the hook for $1 million. Cut bait with him, and some of the people that could be picked up by the Cavaliers would be people like Larry Sanders, Anderson Varejao, and a few other cats. So it's still a lot of games to go. We got about 20 games to go to the playoffs. So we'll see how it all pans out, man. But Cavalier fans, you don't need to be laughing, and neither does Golden State fans. Neither one of y'all should be laughing, to be honest, because the injury gods don't play no favorites, as you can see. With that being said, we're going to move into this Keith Thurman and Danny Garcia fight. That fight was amazing. I thought it was very well matched. But I did predict at the beginning that Keith Thurman was going to win the fight. I knew there wasn't going to be any knockouts or knockdowns or anything of that nature. But with that being said, Keith Thurman did everything that he needed to do. He was the superior fighter. He went out there and imposed his will on Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia is still a very good fighter, and I think there needs to be a rematch. But that was probably the most exciting fight that I had viewed in quite some time. So I think that was very good, that we had that in our arsenal. And who knows when Floyd and Conor McGregor are going to fight, if that's even going to happen. So we might be waiting around till doomsday. I'm not going to wait around till doomsday. I'm going to find me some good fights to watch. So with that being said, also yesterday, we had some news from the NFL that the Oakland Raiders got their financing from Bank of America to get the stadium built over there in Las Vegas, the final funding. As a Raider fan, how do I feel about that? I'm quite disappointed that Oakland and Amy Shaft and Ronnie Lott did not get that done, at least to this point. And it's their own fault, man. If Oakland loses the Raiders, if they lose the Raiders, then it's unfortunately it's going to be the mayor's office in Oakland's fault. She obviously doesn't care about it. And the stadium is going to get built wherever it gets built at. And that's just the nature of the business, you know what I'm saying? You got to go where you want it, and where you're not wanted, that's not where, that's not how it's going to go down. Other news, Tony Romo supposedly maybe being shopped, maybe not being shopped by the Dallas Cowboys. It's looking like the Redskins is a good landing spot for him, but we'll see. At the end of the day, I wouldn't be surprised if Tony Romo is still with the Dallas Cowboys at the beginning of next season. And we got a bunch of musical chairs going around in the NFL. We got some landing spots for Adrian Peterson that's yet to be determined, and Darrelle Revis and some other big-time free agents. And we'll see how it happens when the smoke clears. We got a few more weeks until we get that done. And that's it. Flow Sports Radio Show, on the road edition, doing what we do and doing it better than anybody else. But until then, game on. Game on.
Still Crazy Productions, baby.
Man, my grandmama gave me that chain.